Good evening, students. This is class of Dheeraj sir, and you are studying geography of 10th standard. So, students, geography, history, and civics we are understanding, and it's time to understand civics portion. Okay, we have started already our first chapter, working of the constitution. In yesterday's period, I have explained you the basic introduction regarding the Indian Constitution. What is meant by Constitution? The features of the Constitution, and I have given the task to complete the need to form Indian Constitution. Okay, the background of formation of the Indian Constitution, then features of Indian Constitution, then fundamental rights, fundamental duties. Okay, important dates and leaders regarding drafting committee. So I hope and assure that you people have done your work, which is I have given yesterday. Okay. Now we are starting actually the further topic of this chapter, and that is democracy. So democracy means what? Before to understand democracy, I have already explained you the main features of Indian Constitution. In which, what is meant by sovereign, I have explained you yesterday. Sovereign means the country which does not have any domination of foreign power or foreign rule. Okay, so entirely for the political decision, for economical decision, for social decision, for cultural decision, for all kind of decision mechanism, we totally independent. Our own government, Indian government, can take decision on behalf of the all the population of the country. Okay, so that is meant by sovereign. In short, no foreign power should be existed in country. Later we have studied the important features of Indian Constitution, that is secularism. Secularism means no importance is given to the particular religion, okay, in the political system or in the government. Okay, and people can follow any religion which they want. Understand? After that we have studied the what is meant by democracy. Democracy means the rule of people. Rule of people. And if you got idea regarding democracy in the last classes, that is okay. But I wish to tell you that the democracy is divided into two main forms of government, that is direct democracy and indirect democracy. Democracy के भी दो प्रकार होते हैं, direct democracy and indirect democracy. Direct democracy means all the people of the society can be participated in decision mechanism. But country like vast populated India, okay, country like India which is vast populated, okay, na? So 130 plus crore population we have. So we cannot take the participation of entire population in decision mechanism. So that's why we chose indirect democracy. Indirect democracy, okay, जिसमें we cast vote for our representative, and then our representative makes the government. And our government, on behalf of the people of the country, they take their decision to run the government. Understand? So this is indirect democracy. Indirect democracy में हमारे representative होते हैं decision mechanism के लिए हमारे लिए on behalf of the people. और direct democracy में people only take the participation in the decision mechanism. So this is the two forms of the democracy, and democracy means rule of people. Understand? Means ultimate power resides with the people. So that is the democracy. Okay, so let's take discussion in the further mode. Now we are going to understand democracy in India, how it is functioning and how it is matured in the country. Understand? So friends, now we are going to understand the topic of political maturity. If we look at our country, then in the past we have faced the domination of the Muslim power. Later we faced the domination of British power. So we were the slave of the British, and before that we were the slave of the different monarchies, different monarchs. So we do not have any democratic form of government in our country. But later in after independence, means after 15th August 1947, our nation makers decided that India should be democratic. Now India should be democratic, then how India should be democratic? So people must have to take participation in the decision mechanism. So that's why people of the country can be aware, means must be aware how people can participate in the decision mechanism, okay, or what kind of decision we have to take for the development of the society in terms of we can say the political development, in terms of economical development, in terms of social development, okay. So there are entire task force pending before. जब हम आज़ाद हुए तो ये सारा सिस्टम कुछ भी नहीं था. तो डेमोक्रेटिक इंडिया को डेमोक्रेटिक बनाने के लिए एक पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम बनाया गया. अंडरस्टैंड? पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम बनाया गया जिसमें people can vote for their representative, and then representative can form the government, and then government on behalf of the people can run the democratic government. Understand? So उसके लिए हमारे देश में political maturity होना जरूरी था, awareness होना जरूरी था. So from first election which was taken in India in 1951, from that time to till date, means we have faced election in 2019. Okay, union government, central government के लिए हमने फेस किया था इलेक्शन 2019 में, in which Modi means BJP got the majority. Understand? In the same year we have faced the election of state election also. We faced state legislature election also faced, in which the alliance of Shiv Sena and Rashtrapati Congress and Congress forms the government. So हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि from 1951 to 2019 तक का जो हमारा ये डेमोक्रेटिक या पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम का, डेमोक्रेटिक फॉर्म्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट का जो जर्नी रहा है, उसमें हमारे देश में हम ये देख सकते हैं कि people got the political maturity, and that is why we are successfully running the democratic forms of government or the democracy. Okay, so how it is proven, how we can say that the political maturity is there in the country? We can say कि we in each and every general election people take the actively participation. Okay, actively participation to cast the vote and to run the election. Understand? And to compete the election. Understand? So friends, we can say what representative democracy को रन करने के लिए हम लोग एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं. अब representative democracy means what I have explained you, which is called as also indirect democracy or indirect democracy or representative. In the representative democracy, people cast the vote for their representative, and then the representative forms the government. Okay, people have representation in the parliament, and by which each and every people of the country, we cannot take the 130 crore population in the parliament. हम पूरे 130 करोड़ लोग पार्लियामेंट में जाकर नहीं बैठ सकते. So that is why we have the solution for that. That is representative democracy. और representative democracy में अगर हमारा representative पार्लियामेंट में जाकर डिसीजन मैकेनिज्म में पार्टिसिपेशन करता है, ओके, सो अपने व्यूज देता है, अपने पीछे के जिस कंस्टिट्यूएंसी एरिया में से वो चुनाव जीतकर आया है, वहाँ के लोगों का एस्पिरेशन, वो इच्छाएं वो संसद में पार्लियामेंट में रखता है. सो इसकी वजह से हम ये फील करते हैं कि ईच एंड एवरी पीपल हैव द पार्टिसिपेशन इन पार्लियामेंट और द स्टेट लेजिस्लेशन और द लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट. अगर हम लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट की बात करेंगे, सो आज डिस्टेंट प्लेसेस में कोई गांव हो या डेंसली फॉरेस्टेड रीजन में गांव हो या बहुत तालुका हेडक्वार्टर या डिस्ट्रिक्ट हेडक्वार्टर से बहुत दूर वाला गांव हो, तो वहां पर भी आज इलेक्शन होते हैं, ग्राम पंचायत के, पंचायत समिति के, जिला परिषद के। तो हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि पीपल आर नाउ एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेटिंग एंड दे फील दैट कि दे हैव द रिप्रेजेंटेशन इन द पार्लियामेंट, स्टेट लेजिस्लेशन एंड लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट। ओके, उसके बाद हम ये देख सकते हैं कि from first general election of 1951 to till date means in 2019 तक हमने फ्री और फेयर इलेक्शंस रेगुलर इंटरवल्स में लिए हुए हैं। वी आर यू पीपल आर इन द 10th स्टैंडर्ड, आप 16 एज के हो, 2 साल आप भी वोट कास्ट करोगे, आप मैच्योर हो, यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड द पॉलिटिकल issues and political system which is running in the society। तो आपके सामने भी इलेक्शंस हुए हैं, जो भी हमारे गवर्नमेंटल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, नगर परिषद है, जिला परिषद है या स्टेट गवर्नमेंट है, ये सारे लोगों में अवेयरनेस जनरेट करने के लिए अपने होर्डिंग्स देखे होंगे, आपने टीवी में इलेक्शंस में वोट करने के लिए एडवर्टाइजमेंट देखे होंगे। सो हम इसका नतीजा ये हुआ है कि people are actively participating in the election process and democracy, and that is why we able to take the free and fair elections in the regular intervals। otherwise इतने बड़े कंट्री में, इतनी बड़ी पॉपुलेशन में ये सारी चीजें करना बहुत कठिन था। so we can say that कि and that is why we can say that कि we are politically matured और हमारा जो डेमोक्रेटिक फॉर्म्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट है इट इज रनिंग वेरी स्मूथली। सो हम और एक बात करेंगे कि व्हाई वी हैव द पॉलिटिकल मैच्योरिटी टू टिल डेट, और वी कैन स्ट्रॉन्ग इट, वी कैन मेक इट स्ट्रॉन्ग इन द फर्दर टाइम आल्सो, बिकॉज देयर इज इंक्रीजिंग पार्टिसिपेशन ऑफ द पीपल इन पॉलिटिकल प्रोसेस एंड पॉलिटिकल कॉम्पिटिशंस। आज बहुत सारे लोग वोट करते हैं। आपने देखा होगा कि नियर अबाउट 70 to 80% और 60 to 80% के बिटवीन का वोटिंग परसेंटेज होता है, एंड द वुमेन्स आर गेटिंग also women also having the increasing number in terms of casting vote, as well as we have 33% reservation in the government seats, चाहे वो पार्लियामेंट हो चाहे वो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट हो। सो ये भी हम बोल सकते हैं कि गर्ल्स, लेडीज आल्सो, वुमेन आल्सो टेकिंग एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेशन बिफोर 2019 और बिफोर दिस डिकेड। हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि हमारे पास में गर्ल्स, वुमेन को ज़्यादा एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेशन नहीं देते थे, दे वर डोमिनेटेड बाय द मेल पॉपुलेशन, और उनका जो नंबर ऑफ वोटिंग था गर्ल्स वुमेन का वो बहुत कम था। इवन वुमेन कैंडिडेट्स भी इलेक्शन के लिए खड़े नहीं रहते थे, बट नाउ डेज देयर इज अवेयरनेस ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल डिग्निटी, एंड दैट इज व्हाई द पीपल from the different society and different religion, they're casting their vote, they're taking actively participation in the political process and competition. So that is why we can say that India have the political maturity, and that is why our democracy is very very strong। ये point छूट गया था, ये point इसलिए मैंने यहाँ पे note down किया है, because in the last classes you have already understood that there are three levels of the government, union government and state government and then local self government। understand? local self government में हम बोल सकते हैं कि urban local self government and rural local self government। urban local self government में आता है नगर पंचायत, नगर परिषद एंड महानगर पालिका, और rural लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट में आता है ग्राम पंचायत, पंचायत समिति एंड जिला परिषद। स्टेट गवर्नमेंट में हम देयर आर टू हाउसेस, द लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली एंड द लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल, और यूनियन गवर्नमेंट में दैट इज सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट जो दिल्ली में होता है, दैट इज लोकसभा एंड राज्यसभा। सो इस तरह से ये जो लेवल्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट है ये कंट्री की गवर्नमेंट को रन करता है, ये स्टेट में पर्टिकुलरली इंडिपेंडेंट होता है, और ये लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट डिस्ट्रिक्ट, तालुका एंड गांव लेवल में ये काम करता है। बिकॉज we cannot run the government for entire country by the single body or single person, and that is why we have 3 levels of government। और ये सारी चीजें हमारे डेमोक्रेसी को, हमारे डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री डेमोक्रेटिक रूल को बहुत पावरफुल करते हैं। एंड this is what I have taken for you। There is a political maturity in country, and it is clear by this the active participation of the people in the political process as well as in the political competitions, increasing number of women's voter and competitors also, it is proven that there is a political maturity। So thank you very much for watching this। After the next period we will consider our next topic, that is right to vote, which makes the which is given by the constitution to allow to make the democratic rule very strong। So thank you very much।